Benazir realized Asif Zardari is a liability. She had kept him out because it was very clear in 2007 that she's coming back to power. She had kept him out. He was not involved in any political decision making. Then she comes back, she dies, and he takes over the party. He produces this bill, which was pulled out of thin air. That this party, I am going to inherit the party along with my son. This woman, Benazir, and her husband have been the most subservient as far as the Pakistan army is concerned. They are the most pro-establishment people. Even now, one of the reasons why Bilawal is saying what he is saying is apparently because the Pakistan army is now changing its policy. खुद का parentage देखो यार. हाँ. Bonnie and Clyde का बच्चा है. ठीक है ना? No, seriously. But this woman, Benazir Bhutto was horribly corrupt. Right? As was Asif Zardari.
It's a 10%.
Yeah. 10%. Look at that clip which is doing the rounds, I think yesterday. These three young kids being asked about why don't you like India? And it's not that, we have a problem, it's an enemy country or something like कि वो हिंदू हैं और वो ये सब कुछ करते हैं, बुत परस्ती करते हैं और वो हमको नहीं and that pisses me off. I used to get along very well with them, but I think for me the break point was 26/11. Pissed me off even more on 26/11 was that there was nobody who was contrite about it. Yeah. Nobody showed any kind of, there was this lip service they would pay. All of them. And I've seen people who I knew very well. Yeah. Even they would try and, defend something. And I realized कि इनके साथ यार कोई बात करने का कोई मतलब बनता नहीं है. You really are not going to get anything out of them. They are so warped in their head. Frankly, the whole society has got so warped. One of these anchors, in his show I had seen, his partner was saying कि भाई तुमने बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट करना है तो तुम हमारे यहाँ पर क्यों कर देते एड्रेसिंग द तालिबान तुम जाके इंडिया में हिंदुओं को मारो ना एंड दिस बास्टर्ड केप्ट क्वाइट या द पॉइंट व्हिच यू मेक द पॉलिटिकल पॉइंट इज करेक्ट बट वेयर यू आर मिसिंग आउट इन दैट कांग्रेस पार्टी नो लॉन्गर हैज दैट फायर इन द बेली दैट आई वांट टू रिकवर माय पॉलिटिकल ग्राउंड इट सिंपली डज नॉट अंडरस्टैंड दैट पॉलिटिकल डिफरेंसेस इज वन थिंग बट mocking things which people in this country hold very dear is quite another thing. Yeah. Now, these idiots think that by mocking those things, they are actually going to be winning political brownie points. They are actually digging the ditch even deeper for them. देखो PM के साथ तो ये है अगर तुमने कोई प्रोजेक्ट पास करवाना है उसका एक्रोनिम अच्छा होना चाहिए प्रोजेक्ट पास हो जाएगा and I have seen all babus spend hours trying to figure out a good acronym. If I'm in trouble, I'm not going to go to Modi or to Rahul Gandhi and say, pull me out of trouble, help me out. Yeah. I'll come to you, I'll go to him, I'll go to her, right? Yeah. These people have forgotten that, look, friendship and politics are two separate things. Now, a lit fest is supposed to be an intellectual exercise. Yeah? If you're going to say that I'm only going to present one set of views and I'm still a liberal, then I think that's an antithesis of liberalism. Why should anybody who claims to be a Hindu be homophobic?
I don't know.
I don't know. Because in the Hindu cultural kind of a thing, sexual orientation was supposed to be a very natural thing. Yeah. There has been some dilution in what the G20 was all about. Okay. At the time it came in, these are the 20 most powerful economies of the world. They are supposed to actually set the agenda. It's not just the G7, which is like the elite of the elite. It's the next big guys, right? So, nothing wrong in the concept. It's got diluted because a lot of things have got added on. It was basically to manage the global economy. But then you've added on a whole lot of other stuff onto G20. But other than that, purely from an Indian point of view, now that we have the presidency, I think we should milk it for whatever it's worth. Whoever is in the opposition, and this is the unfortunate part of Indian politics, वो ये समझता है कि मेरा धर्म है अपोज करना. Even the BJP did it when they were in opposition.
Nuclear deal
on a
with the left loonies.
Not just only the nuclear deal, not just the GST. You name the issue, right? They opposed it. Then they realized that this was a good thing. So this is so I would blame it only on the Congress. The job of the people who are in government is to deliver despite the opposition.
100%.
Yes, right?
100%.
If you do not have the right ideas, Manmohan Singh ने पता नहीं क्या deliver किया नहीं. I block anybody who's getting abusive.
Okay.
Right? Well, if you're getting abusive, then you don't have an argument. Otherwise, you can say whatever you want to say. But my response will only come. I'll see यार के तहसीन ने मेरे को कुछ बोला तो he has so many people. एक कोई टुच्चा जिसके 10 फॉलोअर हैं, वो भी उसके घर वाले हैं और जो उसके अपने सेपरेट अकाउंट बनाए हुए हैं. I by responding to him, I'm giving him
Elevating,
mileage.
yeah.
Why
Yeah,
should I do
so
that? I see some very good things happening in this country, but I also see some very bad things happening in this country. I think the polarization is only going to increase because everybody seems to be profiting from it without realizing that this is going to be very damaging. You can have very strong political positions, but to have polarization of the sorts we are moving towards and we are already into is not a very good thing. If you speak English in a good clipped public school accent, आप में सारी अकल है दुनिया भर की. A lot of people speak Punjabi. यार देखो यार, in India for example, you have 2% Punjabis in this country. Right? All of you eat butter chicken,
Thank
right?
God for that.
Yeah.
Right? All of you eat butter chicken. All of you eat tandoori chicken. Basically, we have taken over. Problem is not of the conviction. Problem is of the process.
I agree.
The process is the
पहले तो इसको
punishment.
जेल में डालेंगे वो, इसका रगड़ा लगाएंगे. ठीक है, ये इसको तो स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट भी मिलेगा.
बहुत स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट मिलेगा.
गुड़गांव पेज 3 is just as bad. गुड़गांव पेज 3 यार.
Noida page 3.
There is no Gurgaon page 3.
Yeah.
I
There is
swear
no-
there's a
No,
Gurgaon
no,
page
there's no
3. And the
Gurgaon
most
page
ugly
3.
people come on it.